we have unfortunately got confirmation that a really famous family thrill ride here at the UK theme park Legoland Windsor is unfortunately closing. I am of course talking about Viking River Splash, an ABC Rapids ride which has been operating at the park for 16 years now, opened in 2007. We've recently had confirmation from Legoland that unfortunately the ride is going to close this year. Welcome to Coasternaut. If you did enjoy today's video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more. It really does help me out. So what are we talking about then? This is, like I say, an ABC River Rapids ride. A bit unusual because, you know, a lot of the more famous and well-known rapids are from Intamin, so maybe that played into part of the problem with this ride, which we'll get into in a minute, and why this ride might be getting removed. But this is a 2007 rapids ride at Legoland Windsor here in the UK. Like I say, it opened later than expected because of construction delays, and it is located in its own themed area of the park, the land of the Vikings. This area is a bit weird in the sense that this is actually the only attraction within that area. There's nothing else in that land. It is just Viking River Splash. And like I say, I think that might mean that with this ride closing, we now see a removal of that overall themed area as well. Unfortunately, on Tuesday the 29th of August, the park did announce that this ride will close permanently on September 25th, 2023. So you have just over 3 weeks, about 3.5 weeks to go out there and ride this coaster. God, I'm so much of a coaster enthusiast. To go out there and ride this water ride, and you know, I do credit the park for doing that. A lot of parks don't actually go out there and let you re-ride their rides before they close. So you know, it's good to see that Legoland know that this is not a fan favourite ride. It's never been one of the most popular rides of the park, but at least, you know, they're giving guests the chance to go out there and get their last rides on this attraction before it is removed. Like I say, this is an ABC rides river rapid, which is unusual because most rapids are from Intamin, and you know, they make easily the most reliable rapids, and maybe that plays a part into why this is closing. You know, ABC Ride's not a very big manufacturer, maybe less reliable than Intamin, and maybe that plays a part into why they're having to remove this ride. You know, in recent years it's suffered from a lot of downtime, had multiple maintenance issues, and has been closed more often than not. You know, it was quite rare to go to Legoland and see this ride open, so you know, it's been very common to see delays or see closures of this ride in recent years. So I don't think this is a massive shock, but it has come out of nowhere. You know, there hasn't really been much speculation online about this ride closing from what I've seen, so it is unfortunate that, you know, we're losing a water ride from the park, and you know, it is a bit of a shame. But what could actually be replacing this ride then? You know, we've not heard too much about why this coaster, this ride. Bloody hell, I am obsessed with coasters, aren't I? We've not heard why this ride has been closing, so let's sort of move on from that, and let's actually move on to what could potentially be replacing this then. So this is located on a very sort of hilly terrain sort of area of the park, and you know, Legoland Windsor as a whole is built on a hill, on the side of a hill, so this is you know, quite a unique plot of land. They are actually getting new 2024 duelling boomerang coasters, which is, you know, the first coaster addition to the park in a while. So I'm not going to say it's guaranteed to be a new coaster because we're seeing new coasters already in 2024. So you know, whatever's built on this land, by the time they clear it, I imagine will be a 2025 edition rather than 2024. But you know, yeah, I'm not too sure. I can imagine we're going to get a whole new themed area. Like I say, this is the only attraction in the land of the Vikings area, so I imagine they're going to sort of remove that area. There wasn't much Lego theming in this area, and you know, obviously Legoland Park needs the Legoland theming, so I can imagine them going with a new, modern, updated area, potentially including some new flat rides, some new food outlets, some new merchandise. But it would be nice to see a new coaster here on this plot of land too. You know, when you look at Legoland Windsor, they don't have as many coaster additions or coaster offerings as some of the other Legoland parks. And you look at the one in Florida, Billund, even Germany now, they've obviously added their new B&M Family Thrill Wing coaster. It would be nice to potentially see a family thrill coaster come to this Legoland. You know, most of the coasters here are junior coasters. They're sort of adding family thrill coasters with the new boomerangs that are opening in 2024. But to see something, you know, a bit more thrilling, similar on the level to Mandrill Mayhem, that's recently opened at Chessington World of Adventures, you know, on that sort of family thrill level, in my opinion, that would be great, surrounded by some other good flats that attract more younger guests. You know, enhance the overall area as a whole. Maybe a family thrill coaster with some flats, maybe some new merchandise and food outlets in there as well, surrounded by that fantastic Lego theming that we've come to love at the Legoland parks. But what do you think about this? You know, it is a bit of a weird plot of land, you know, very terraneous, like I say, on the side of the hill. You know, I think this is quite hard to predict in my opinion. I think this has come out of nowhere. And you know, it's a bit of a shame to see this ride go. If you have any more information about why this ride is closed down, is it due to the technicalities of the ride, please do let me know. I'd be fascinated to hear that personally. And what do you think will actually replace this ride? And when do you think that addition will be made to the park? Will it be 2024? Will it be 2025? Will it be later, 2026? I'd love to know down below. In my opinion, like I say, I think what would be best would be a coaster with some flat rides and some new themed area, but I'm not too sure what's going to come here. I don't know too much about the Lego parks. I've not seen any speculation online since this announcement was made, so it can be quite hard to predict. If I was to make a choice, I would imagine maybe a new dark ride or some new indoor attractions or flat rides. I can't maybe see a new coaster straight after a new coaster is being added in 2024, but personally that's what I would love to see, a new sort of family thrill coaster similar to something on the scale of Mandrill Mayhem, accompanied by some new flats in a new themed area. Thank you very much for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback down below. Subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future, and thank you very much again for watching.